So if I'm there for 5 minutes, it's still $105. Remote support is $100 an hour, so it's a little bit less. Billed in 30-minute increments. So if they only need 30 minutes worth of work, they pay me $50. Next is managed services for 2 to 5 hours per month. So that means it would be a minimum of 6 hours per quarter. So if they do that, so if they pay me 6 hours per quarter, so a little bit up front, it would be $95 an hour with a 1 hour minimum for on-site. So it's $10 cheaper. And remote support is $95 an hour as well, billed in 15-minute increments. So by going with managed services with me, you're getting a small discount, as well as if you have a quick problem and you call me, I will remote in. And if it only takes me 5 minutes, you only get billed for 15 minutes worth of time. The other benefit they get is that I put them at #1 priority. So if they're a managed service customer with me and they call me, they go to the front of the line. If I have 5 residential clients that day, and they call me, they become #1. And that's just something I have to do. And so far, it's happened a couple times, and 9 out of 10 of my residential customers are fine with that. I just tell them, sorry, I'm going to be an hour late. I have a business client that I have to go see because their server's down, which it's not because I don't deal with servers, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. They understand.
Yeah, so it's a benefit for them to do managed services with me. And the reason I do it, obviously, the key to it all is I'm not doing anything managed services. I'm not, working on servers or anything like that. What that managed services is I come in once a month and do maintenance as well. However long it takes me, I just do the maintenance. And the reason I give a discount is I love the fact that I can guarantee myself some income. I know that I have money coming in every 3 months, no matter how slow business is. I always can count. Well, I shouldn't say I can always count on it because people could cancel, but I can almost always count on that consistent cash flow coming, which for me is very important as I can grow my company with consistent cash flow. Banks want to see consistent cash flow. They don't want to see, 5,000 one month, 10,000 the next month, 3,000 the next month, 11,000 the next month. They don't want to see that. They want to see 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13. They want to see very consistent because that means you're growing at a consistent pace.
Yeah. Did your customers who are on a contract then say, do they have like five seats there? What kind of maintenance do you do on them then? Would you do like just check to see viruses or dust physically, things like that?
Yes, that's exactly what I do. So once a month, I go out to see the client. For my managed service customers, I go there. I don't do it remote. I do a basic system tune-up. So, CC cleaner, run MS config, make sure nothing's running in the background. Check their systems for viruses, malware bites. If malware bites come back clean and there was no weird issues, then I assume it's fine. And then I do all updates. So I do Windows updates, Flash, Adobe, Java. Mm-hmm. And so what I tell the customers, by doing this, we're not going to have as much break fix work. You're not going to be going down because I am maintaining it. I will see the problems before they arise. Sometimes, obviously, there'll be some break fix, but it will, the problems will go away. And it's true because I've seen it with my own eyes now with a few of my clients. They were calling me on a monthly basis with problems, with viruses, with all sorts of stuff. And now that all goes away and I just go there and maintain. And now they still have problems. Customers are still, shall we say, not the sharpest people in the shed. And, there's still little problems like I'm not getting any email. Well, you turned off your Outlook, so it's on offline mode. Now it's back on. Oh yeah, right. Thank you. Okay, fantastic. So that's you're still going to get problems like that. But so I skipped one little step, and I'm just going to talk about business clients for now, and I'm not going to give away too many more secrets after this because there's going to be something else I'm going to give away secrets for in a minute. But the first thing I do, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how I do this. It's okay. Customer calls me. Business client. Hi, my computer's broken. Okay, great. I'm going to come see you. So we booked the time. I go see this customer. It's a business customer You know, again, 3, 4, 5 computers, maybe small little business. Go in, fix their problem. They go, oh, great. Thanks for coming so fast. That was fantastic service. And I go, yeah. I go, no problem. I go, I do free 1-hour business consultations that I can go through and check every one of your computers and give you a free 1-hour consult and tell you what needs to be done. So you're not going to have these problems. And no person in the world goes no to free. I go, okay, fantastic. So I book a time to come back and do a free consultation. So I come back, and what I do is I just quickly kind of go through all their computers and look for a few key things. One is visually inspect the computer. You know, is the keyboard falling apart? Is the side panel off the PC? You know, is there smoke coming out of it? You know, is there duct tape wrapped around the power cord? Things of that nature, number one. Number two, next thing I do is look around quickly, see if I find any sort of backup. Just quickly look at a computer. Okay, nothing. I don't see anything there. I go, what are you using for email? And by that time, I usually know because they've sent me emails. So they told me, okay. I look and see what antivirus they're running. And I go around and quickly ask all the employees what problems they're having. Document it all, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sir, I need about another hour's worth of your time to just go through all this. And they either go, yeah, I got it right now. Come on, let's go. Or come back and see me. So I say, okay. I like to come back, see me. I push for that. So I can usually steer the customer towards that. I go home. I make an estimate of all the problems they have on my estimate sheet. I come back with an estimate saying, and I tell them, you're having this problem. He goes, yeah, we are. You have no backup. I have no backup? No, what happens if all your data went away? I don't know. Okay, wow, well, this is awful. Oh, geez, we gotta get backup. Yeah, we gotta get backup. You know, there's duct tape wrapped around that power cord. There's duct tape. Oh my gosh, yeah, we don't want to have that. No, we don't have that. And so I go through all this stuff and I go, this is what it would cost for me to do everything. If we just do it all right now, it's gonna be this much. And so I just did that about 4 days ago for a few $1,000s for a client. And they went, yeah, we got to do all that. So give me the green mark. So customer is either going to think about it, which is usually what's going to happen, and I'm going to leave, or they're going to say, yeah, we need to do it all. So that's how I get the big sale, right? The $1,000, the $2,000, the $3,000, the $4,000 sale with the big labor all in one shot is that not let them tell me what to do. I tell them what they need to do. And then, so when they say, okay, let me think about it, I leave. I send them a follow-up email the next day going, thanks for seeing me. Here's a copy of the estimate online for you because I use something called FreshBooks, so it keeps everything online for me. If you want to see it again, if you lose it, just go here. 2 days later, I call back. And I call and I call and I call until I talk to the owner. Usually I will get the owner's cell when I'm there the first time. Once I get the owner, I try and close the deal. And 8 to 9 out of times I'm successful. And then I move on. We move on. Now, there's a couple little steps there that are really, really important. Number one thing is only talk to the owner. If you're not talking to the owner, you're wasting your time. You'll never get the sale. Talk to the owner only. If you're talking to a manager, if you're talking to a high up employee, you can't see my air quotes, you will never get anything. Zero, zip, zilch. It's just the way it is. They don't have the authority to spend that kind of money. The only person that does is the owner. So talk to him. Always, always, always. Number two is always put a little bit of fear into your clients. Fear is the number one thing that makes people buy. Not want, not need, fear. They are terrified of losing their data and their business going down. They are terrified of their business burning to the ground from bad wiring. They are terrified of their customer data being lost because they were infected with a virus that went in and stole their customer data. Now I tell them that's not really possible. I'm very truthful though. I gotta tell you, I am truthful. Be very truthful. Call that girl says or her. Yes, or her as the boss. You're right. Sorry, or her. I'm very truthful. All these things we're telling you are truthful. You need backup. You know, your computer could just completely go down because you have a bad power cord. You need good antivirus, otherwise you're going to get infected. And technically, your data could be lost. It could be taken out. You know, you could be putting customer. I see businesses all the time that are typing their customers' information into their computer and with a MasterCard. Well, if they're infected, there could be a keystroke logger. That data could be taken out. So all these things I'm saying are truthful, and just put that little bit of fear or uncertainty into them, and then let them think about it for a day or two. But don't let it go very long. A day or two is the key. If you let it go for a week or two, you're done too. It's game over. There's way more to what I just told you that you need to do and that I can teach you to do, but that's all you need to know for today.
Well, thanks for giving us that much, Chris. That, we all wonder, how we're going to make a lot of money at this. It's all, sometimes it'll start out as a hobby for us. It'll be a second job, or we'll be helping out friends and neighbors off the bat. And then, you got to take go to the next level, with it, and take the next step. And, if you're still doing everything for like it is your neighbor and your friend, and you're not turning it into a business, that's all it's going to be, is a hobby.
Yep. And the way I think about it is, I am selling this customer everything I have. I have backup. I have antivirus. I have Office 365. I have a good accounting program. I make sure my business is secure. I make sure everything is up to date. I make sure everything is working at top notch, at best speeds. That's what I do for my company. That's what I would do for my dad's company. That's what I would do for my friend's company. So these things need to be done. These people just haven't been told what to do. You got to remember, these people don't know. They just don't know. They're good at their business. They're good at selling widgets. That's what they're good at. That's why they made their money, is selling widgets. They're awesome. I can't sell a widget. They're fantastic at selling widgets. Okay, maybe I can sell a widget, but they're really good at selling a widget. That's what they're really, really good at. They are not really, really good at computer repair. They are not really, really good at system maintenance. They are not really, really good at security or backup or any of these things. That's what I'm really, really good at. So I need to tell them that. Don't be afraid to tell them. Tell them.
Yeah. A lot of people need to know that, and they don't have time to learn that if they don't know it already. And then they might have read something in like a Business Week or something, that they saw an article about 365 Office, but they don't know what it does or anything. They need people like you to put it into their systems, and for them to know how to use it, and not know how to set it up. They don't need to know that. That's not part of their that's not what they're doing every day, and they don't need to learn that stuff. Chris, did you have anything else tonight that you wanted to bring up?
No, not tonight. Just one more quick thing. Me and Steve are going to do a product, or thinking about doing one, that is going to be about teaching you guys all this stuff, because what I told you is just a small, 5%, and you can listen to an old podcast I did that's maybe another 5%, and there's a lot more. Me telling you what to do isn't how you're going to learn, but I do know a way to teach you. I can teach you how to do it. I learned all this. I'm not like, I wasn't born with it. I learned it all. I had many, many sales jobs throughout my life. And I can teach you guys how to do this. So me and Steve are going to come up with probably a product that you would buy, that there'll be videos, and there'll be text, and there'll be information, and there'll be homework that you will have to do to learn how to do all these things and help you sell. If you're interested at all in that kind of product, because if no one's interested, I'm not doing it. I can't waste my time doing it. But if people are interested in it, I will do it. First of all, I can make some money at it. Second of all, I can help everybody, which I hope some of you guys know that I've been around here long enough. I give away a lot of this stuff for free. Ask Steve D and Liam and William Tidwell. I mean, I've helped those guys with their companies. I don't mind, but I want to help you all be super successful. So if you're interested in this product, email me, please. Chris, CHRIS, at technologyadventures.com. And that's adventures, plural.com. And just email me and tell me you're interested. If we end up doing the product and you email me saying you're interested, I will give you 20% off the product. Again, it's not for sure that we're doing it, but if people are interested, we will.
We're doing it if people are interested.
Yeah. We are doing it if people are interested.
And cool. I want to throw in there, I'm just jumping in now because I'm listening to this, and I think it's a freaking awesome show, guys, by the way. Also, to get the 20% off, you have to sign up for the Podnutz hot list. That's the second requirement. 2 easy steps. Email Chris, sign up for the Podnutz hot list. Okay, back to Eric.
Awesome.
Yeah, you should be signed up for that anyway. Hey, Chris,
And
do you? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, and Steve will